The Corvair shroud video is almost done, but my dad's working on some other Corvair stuff I want to show you quick.
This video is sponsored by Clark's Corvair Parts. Today I'm working on the heater out of my 61 Rampside. The truck is mostly restored, but the heating system is not. Well, I'm not going to drive this in the winter because Minnesota uses a lot of salt, and a 63-year-old vehicle doesn't go well with salt and rust. It would be nice to have some defrost on the window if it's raining or whatever. So this goes right in front of the engine, this heater box. These two connections here hook up to the manifolds on the engine. And then this is the fresh air intake. And then this blows to the front of the cab through a plastic ductwork system that will be in a future video. So this box kind of looked like this throughout, outside and inside. There was a mouse house inside, and you know, they're always peeing on everything and rusting the crap out of everything, which really sucks. I don't think this motor works. I can't spin it at all. I did get another motor to put in instead. So what I did was, Clark's had a instruction on how to get these things apart. They had a couple different ways. One was to heat them up and take a chisel and bust the spot welds out. That did not work for me. So what I ended up doing was getting a 5/16 inch drill bit and drilling out every spot weld, and they were pretty random throughout here. And then I was able to split this thing apart. So once I split it apart, then I wire wheeled everything, and no one wants to see me wire wheel and stuff, so I didn't put that in the video. So I got it all wired wheeled. I did pour 15 prep, the degreaser and the metal prep, and then 2 coats of pour 15. It also has these 2 dampers. These I just put in rust remover and got all the rust off, and then just spray painted them because they're not going to be exposed to the weather, and I'm not worried about that as much. This one is for the heat, so the heat comes from the engine. This damper opens to let the heat to the front. This one is for fresh air. I don't know, this gasket was gouged out here. I don't know if the mice ate it or what, but I put a piece of tape on here and some black silicone, and then cut it afterwards to kind of make something, and it seems to work okay. So,
do you know if this is a FC specific heater box, or is this used on everything?
I am not positive about that. Based on Clark's instructions, this is a little bit different than what they talked about, so I'm thinking the FC box might be a little bit different.
Okay.
I do need to, well, my next steps are really to put this together, clamp it together where it's supposed to be. I'm going to drill 1/8 inch holes all the way around and then just pop rivet it back together. If it ever needed to come apart, it'd be easy to drill those out, but I'm going to put some kind of sealant there, clamp it down, and pop rivet it all together. Of course, I got to remember to put in the dampers because that would suck if I missed that. And then I need to order a boot that goes on here, rubber boot from Clark's, and it has this crappy Chevrolet system of staples. So you got to put this on, you got to drill through both, and Clark's does sell the staples to put through there and secure this thing, and that's going to be a pain in the butt, but we'll get to that later. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and then you can see the outside, there's no rust left after I prepped it. So after I get it clamped together, then I'm going to pour 15 on the outside. So the other problem I need to solve is this motor hangs down to the weather in back of the engine. So it had a rubber shroud on it, which is pretty rotted away. So I'm going to need to find out a solution for a rubber shroud on this one. So I do have some EPDM that I might just put on there and figure that out. So
I was trying to get him to make a kind of a mold for this and make a kind of silicone part in there, because he did this and went in silicone in the edge, and it worked out pretty well. And I was thinking maybe, putting in a wood lathe and getting a female mold in there might be enough to make something there again. But looking at it now, it's pretty dry rotted. It's not very supple in some areas, so it might be kind of difficult.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We've got some time yet.
All right. Might make a call to Clark's as well. See if they can dig something up for us.
Yeah, I did look in the catalog. I haven't found anything yet, but I could call them and ask them if they know anything. But, this is being exposed to weather. I'm not real thrilled about not having it covered.
Yeah, understandable. Look for more Rampside videos pretty soon. We're also working on that Corvair Monza shroud video. The shroud I wanted to get out this week, but I had to do a lot of work. So we'll see that next week. I wanted to get something out for you guys, and Dad's been really busting his butt on this thing. So what else is next? You gonna paint this thing? Paint the outside?
I'm going to paint the outside of this thing and then wait till the weather warms up before we put it in.
Yeah.
And I need shrouds on my engine as well. The engine's been rebuilt, but there's no shrouds on it. So whatever you're doing, my shrouds are out getting powder coated right now, and when they come back, then I can do the same thing you did, and you're the guinea pig.
Yeah, so I said it in the shroud video you see, but I didn't read the Clark's catalog very closely. They do sell all the nuts and bolts you need, but I didn't read that, so I ordered like 100 of each from McMaster, so we have enough to do like several cars.
Oh, okay.
All right, well,
Good to
that's enough. Thanks to Clark's for sponsoring this, and press on.